Good afternoon and welcome to today's lab. Today's lab will be done in two parts. The objective of Part A for this lab is to identify the volatile flavor components of a Lifesavers candy using GCMS, which stands for gas chromatography mass spectrometry. Part B's objective is to determine whether the dye in food color and the ink in black pens is made of one or more coloring agents using paper chromatography. For lab safety, ensure you are in proper lab attire, wearing closed-toed shoes, long pants, and goggles. Wearing gloves is optional but encouraged. Part A's material include a 2 ml sample vial, a Lifesavers candy, a heavy object like a stapler, and weighing paper. Obtain one piece of Lifesavers candy that you will be sharing with 2 other groups. Do not open the candy yet. Write down the flavor of the candy, wrap the candy in a piece of weighing paper, and then smash the candy with a hard object so that it's crushed into small pieces. Distribute the candy pieces so that each group's vial is about half full of crushed candy. Push the candy so that it's placed at the bottom of the vial. Secure the cap and bring vial to the Shamastu teaching lab. Make sure to record the vial number assigned to you in your lab manual so you can obtain your results. Part B's material include 2 7.5 cm by 14 cm chromatography papers, a small ruler, a pencil, 4 toothpicks, food color, a 250 ml beaker, a 0.1% NaCl solution, paper towels, and a stapler. Take 1 chromatography paper and draw a straight horizontal line about 1.2 centimeters from the bottom of the longer side of the paper in pencil. Mark 4 origins on the lines as shown here. Under each line, write R for red, Y for yellow, G for green, and B for blue. Make sure to use a pencil while completing this step. Do not use a pen for this entire process. At the top of the paper, write dye 0.1% NaCl, your last name, your first name, and today's date. Carefully place 1 drop of each food color onto the watch glass so that the colors do not mix. In lab, you will be dotting the chromatography paper with each of the 4 colors shown here: green, red, blue, and yellow. For the purpose of this demonstration, I will show different dotting techniques using the red colored food dye so it's clear which one's the most efficient. Grab the toothpicks and gently rub them on the tabletop to loosen wood fibers. Dip 1 toothpick into the red dye and carefully touch it to the origin labeled R so that the paper does not rip. The diameter should be less than 3 millimeters. The dye on the first marking is placed only once. As shown by results at the end of this video, this will be the most effective method. 1 dot should be more than enough to provide sufficient color. The second dot demonstrates placing multiple dots, 3 total, with sufficient dry time for about 5 to 10 seconds in between each dotting. The third marking demonstrates applying dye without sufficient dry time. And the last marking demonstrates applying dye without sufficient dry time as well as adding too much color. Roll the chromatography paper into a cylinder so that the dye color spots are on the outside and staple the ends as shown here. Leave a small gap between edges of the paper when you staple, and set aside for later. Using a graduated cylinder, fill the empty beaker with a small amount of 0.1 NaCl solution. Place the chromatography paper in the solution, ensuring that the line with the marking does not touch the solution or the sides, and cover it with a watch glass. Watch the solution rise, and after it's about 1.2 centimeters from the top, remove the chromatography paper from the solution and lay flat on the paper towel to dry. Record how far each marking has traveled. In this example, because marking 1 had only 1 mark placement, is ideal with an even distribution. Markings 2, 3, and 4 have an uneven distribution of color and have too much concentrated color on them. For Part B, obtain 1 piece of chromatography paper, DI water, a graduated cylinder, 4 colored pens provided by the TA, a pencil, a ruler, a stapler, watch glass, and a beaker. Complete the set of chromatography paper in the same manner as the food dye, but using the 4 pens and the DI water. Make sure to dispose the waste in the halogenated waste container and wipe down the lab benches. Good luck on the experiment and have fun.